The Cyber Resilience Act, or the CRA, means baking in security to your embedded products is now no longer optional if you're a hardware company. But if you're a small or medium-sized enterprise, then you lack neither the time or the resources to build your own security toolchain. Well, ipXers, we're here at the NXP booth to talk about a potential solution for you. Come, let's check it out. Miguel, Jeni, great to meet you. Could you briefly introduce yourselves? What do you do at your companies?
Sure, yeah. I'm Miguel Perez, Senior Product Manager, taking care of ConnectCore at Digi, and I'm leading the software, hardware, and cloud and security services.
Hi, my name is Jeni Nadar, and I'm the Marketing Manager responsible for security. And in the last couple of years, as some would say, I am the CRA guy, for better or for worse.
That's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So Miguel, starting with you. The EU recently has released the CRA, the Cyber Resilience Act. Why should the average hardware engineer care?
Sure, yeah. Obviously, the CRA is a security law, of course, but it raises the bar in requiring strict obligations and requirements from the design, development, and maintenance, and even after a product is obsoleted. The scope of the CRA is focusing on products with digital elements, including hardware and software. So that's why hardware and software engineers, they need to embrace and integrate from the very beginning in the design phase the essential requirements set out in Annex 1. I mean, the goal is clear: to provide a product with sufficient levels of cybersecurity and security updates throughout the product lifecycle.
And so, Miguel, a small or medium-sized team, it's going to be very expensive for them to develop their own security frameworks.
Right.
But with Digi's ConnectCore 95 and your other SOMs, you ship them with trust fence. Can you tell me a little bit more about trust fence?
Sure. Yeah, at Digi, we've been putting a lot of effort into implementing security in our product for several years. That's why we are including the trust fence. The trust fence is an IoT security framework that is providing guidance for ready-to-use pre-integrated features like secure boot, secure firmware updates, tamper detection. And also we are providing cloud and security services. Security services are coming with frequent SBOM scans, and we are providing a curated report to highlight the critical issues. And also we are providing support and consulting hours to address and implement fixes and patches. And last but not least is the cloud services. That's the service to provide security maintenance with reliable and secure remote over-the-air updates.
And so, sort of taking that last bit about remote OTA updates,
Right.
Let's say I've built a project using your ConnectCore 95 SOMs, and I've deployed it in the field, but I've discovered that there's a vulnerability.
Right.
What does that sort of process look like when I then try and patch it?
Yeah. We believe in going beyond simply compliant with the CRA, and that's why our OEM customers, they can leverage our combined cloud and security services to streamline the vulnerability monitoring and the deployment of security updates. So from our cloud platform, which by the way is SOC 2, you can see the security status of the entire fleet of devices, and you can create templates to automate the deployment of security features in order to address any threats and to comply with the tight deadlines from Article 14, the reporting obligations for manufacturers, that, by the way, is just around the corner.
And so, Jeni, over to you. Inside the ConnectCore 95 is the i.MX 9 series. So could you tell me what sort of security features do you have baked into your silicon?
So Adam, I thought you would never ask. The answer is very, very easy, right? What we are bringing as NXP into the market is very different from all of our other competitors. So what really stands out is a feature called as Secure Enclave. And this is only proprietary to NXP. So what the Secure Enclave does, it's like a SOM on another SOM. So it is a hardware isolated island in itself with its own CPU, with its own memory and everything. And this provides a better isolation because everything, the application core and the Secure Enclave core, they are isolated from each other from a hardware perspective and not just from a traditional software-based separated perspective. So this is an added added thing, added security layer that we are bringing in, and it is not only available in the module which we are talking about, but on all of the i.MX 9 series, on all of our newer MCX products, not all, on some of our MCX products, sorry, correct me, I want to correct, on some of our MCX products, but this is the new thing or the latest technology that NXP is bringing.
And so this secure enclave, it's like a wall approach, effectively it's a hardware barrier approach, instead of just a software barrier approach.
Correct.
That then contributes to keeping products more compliant and
Exactly.
secure. So my last question is, why did you choose to partner with Digi? How could you leverage the strengths of each of your companies?
Simply, they're the best, firstly. But not that it is a lie, but to elaborate on it a bit more, that we as silicon vendors, we cannot bring all the services that a customer needs to the market, right? And there we need partners, and there we need trusted partners. And Digi has been one of them, especially with the feature that I absolutely love and adore, because that is going to help a lot of customers also to be CRA compliant, is their SBOM services, right? So that is one of the main requirements from CRA, that end customer needs to produce all of the SBOMs, and with the Digi service, the SBOM creation or the SBOM maintenance is going to become easy. So that is one of the many things why we are partnering with a company like Digi.
And so Miguel, lastly back to you. If I'm an engineer and I want to evaluate the ConnectCore 95 for my next project, what are my next steps?
You can contact us. You can start using the 95, which is the first one coming with Essential Cloud Services. And you can also start designing with our development kit that is coming also with, as you said, the custom SBOM scans.
Awesome. Jeni, Miguel, great to meet you. Great to talk a little bit about security. We're at the NXP booth talking about the Digi ConnectCore 95. If you want to find more information about them, there'll be links in the description below. And as always, IPXers, stay disruptive.